So even though I have one of these, found on road dead. Issue we have with this one is flat tire. And he almost hit me. Another found on road dead in my load, dead battery. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I was just loading up in Washington, Michigan, and I had a blonde moment. So if that was you, you know what I'm talking about. I was at Highbridge Chevrolet in Washington, Michigan, loading up, and I was kind of in the way for another trucker to get through. If that was you, you know who I'm talking about. And I walked up to you and asked, you need me to move? Because I didn't know if you were loading or unloading, but it looks like you got unloaded there. So as I was loading, I was just minding my own business, in my mood, kind of cold, and the sun shot blaring in my eyes a little bit, making me look like I was in a bad mood. But what, another trucker pulled up, he had to make a left turn, and I was kind of in a way. So I walked over there and I asked him, you need me to move out of the way? He said, yeah, I need to get through over here. As I was walking away, I heard you say something, but I couldn't really make out what it was. I heard you say, is that you, Z or something? And I didn't understand it. I was like, I'm like, huh? I didn't hear what you said. And then you said it again, but I still didn't hear what you said because I was kind of down there. The trucks were running, I was wearing my hat. I didn't really hear what you said, but I just nodded because I thought maybe you said, is that you over there? So I just nodded and walked away, and I didn't realize until I got into my truck that he was saying, is that you, Gen Z? Is that you, Gen Z? And I didn't understand that until I was already reversing in the truck, and I'm like, oh shoot, he's talking about my YouTube channel. So as I was reversing, I'm like, well, it's fine, he's gonna park right here, and I'm gonna go say, yeah, that's me, I'm Gen Z. But he was actually leaving the dealership, so as soon as he made a left turn next to me, he was leaving, and I was like, should I go after him? Should I say, yeah, it's me? I didn't want to look rude, but because I kind of did make myself look like I was kind of being rude, because I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear, is that you, Gen Z? So I'm sorry if I gave out the wrong vibes. I understood what you were saying once I got into the truck, but yeah, that's me, Gen Z. I was loading up there in Washington, and I'm headed over to pick up another pickup in Flat Rock, Michigan right now. We're gonna be picking up 6 more units from there, and we're headed down to Tennessee. So I'm not used to people seeing me out here yet, but I gotta get used to that because I'm in the car hauling industry, and most of the people who watch my stuff are in the car hauling industry. So if you ever see me, don't be afraid to say hi. I'll try to not be blonde at the moment. So if you watch this video, man, write in the comments, say that was you. But sorry that happened, I had a slow moment. Because I don't want to look like I'm a grumpy kid over there working, and then you ask her, is that you, Gen Z? And he just nods and walks away. That's not me. If I would have heard you said that, I would have walked up to you and said, hey, yeah, you watch my stuff? Thank you so much. But since I started this video, let's show you guys what I'm going to be doing today. I'm on my way to Flat Rock, Michigan. I got 50 more minutes from Washington, Michigan to Flat Rock, Michigan. And I got 50 minutes left to get there. It's starting to be a little busy out here on the roads. Traffic getting a little more busier. But let's get down there. Let's throw these 6 units on. I already got an Equinox behind my sleeper right now, and I gotta load up 6 more cars. There's gonna be 2 Expeditions, 2 F-150s, and 2 Explorers. So I gotta figure out how to put those big units on the truck and make it fit so that I have good height. As of right now, if you guys know any of the positions of the car hauler, you know that it goes from 1 to 5 at the top of the car hauler and 6 to 9 at the bottom of the car hauler. So on the number 1 position, I think I'm going to be putting Explorer. Number 2 position, over the Equinox, I want to be putting a Ford Expedition. Then I'm thinking to do a F-150 on the number 3, Expedition on the number 5 backwards. So at the bottom of the trailer, behind the sleeper, I already said I got a Chevy Equinox that I just loaded up into there. And then on the 7th position, which is the belly, we're gonna put an F-150. And on the tail, we're gonna put a Ford Explorer. And what we're gonna do with the top part of the trailer is make a V. So I'm gonna load up the Expedition backwards behind the F-150. bring the bottom ends of those two cars down in the middle of the trailer and make a V. So it should be good height. Let's get there. That's enough talking for now. Let's load this up and I'm gonna show you how I did it. Man, this place is packed. Like, where do we park? Guys, we're here at Flat Rock, Michigan, Manheim, and this place is packing. It's so packed up. I've never seen it this packed. Must have been some kind of auction day, but check out how many trucks we got here. Usually I'm like the only one here. As of right now, I can count like 10 to 15 trucks out here. Super busy. So I just gotta get up here and open up my pockets a little bit more because I had a sedan up here and now I'm gonna be putting an SUV. So I gotta open these pockets up so the wheels fall in here more. People often ask me how many holes I like to put for SUVs. Well, up here is gonna be a Ford Explorer and I like to put it in the 7th hole. By hole, I'm talking about this pin under here. There's holes at the bottom of this tube right here. And I count 7 holes and the pin goes in the 7th hole. So that's what we got going on here. And then we're gonna have expedition here. So let's go get our vehicles, put them on our truck, and I'll show you where we go from there. So even though I have one of these, found on road dead. Issue we have with this one is flat tire. I'm gonna have to tell them to come out and inflate it. And the steps are not closing back up. Another found on road dead in my load, dead battery. So we've gone through 2 of them so far. Usually we don't have an issue like this out here. They're all in good running condition. This one was fine, but so far we got these 2 that we got issues with. I might jump that one myself and have them come out and look at that tire. If they can't inflate it, I'm just gonna have to put out my trailer like that. And if there's any damage to the rim, that's not gonna be on me. So let's continue loading these, but it's an interesting experience here today because that usually doesn't happen. So I just got my first car. The rest of my cars were good. All of them start, all of them run. Only that one with a flat tire and one with a dead battery. I'm gonna tell them up here and tell them to get back there and pump that wheel up for me. Alright, so we're about to put our first car on the nose of the truck and we got somebody sitting behind our trailer. I'm about to go back there, tell him to get out of the way, because if he was smart enough, he would know that my ramps are out. I'm about to load up. And he almost hit me. Definitely doesn't know what he's doing. So I pulled up to him and he's just sitting there on his phone, and I gestured to him that I need a backup on my trailer and he's in my way. He just kind of sat there, looked at me, went back to his phone. I'm like, yo, I need a backup. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he like looks at his dash, does something, puts it in drive, almost hits me, and then he decides to back up. But yeah, some people are interesting out here. First car is on. Let's go get the second one. Oh yeah, maintenance guy came in clutch. This is the maintenance guy in front of me, and they told me that he already left, but I'm lucky that he was still here. He actually saw the hood up and he knew that the battery was dead, and then he saw the tire and he pumped it up for me. That's an awesome job, man. You don't always see people doing their job out here. Like, if he was lazy, then he would have just drove right past the car with the hood up, but nobody told him and he still did it himself. So props to this guy at the Flat Rock Manheim. It's telling us that it's at 1 psi. I just cleared that out, but that saved us a bit of time, and he said that he pumped it up earlier and it deflated overnight, so it's one of those tires that's got a nail in it or something. Deflated Expedition tire going up on the number 2 position. By the time I get to my delivery, it's most likely gonna deflate again, so I'm gonna have to tighten that strap extra tight. I think we'll be good with height on this one, since the roof is further back than a F-150, but I'm still gonna throw straps by the frame on the front of the vehicle, just in case I'm wrong. All right, let's find that hole right there. This car is extra dirty. Let's try to get it in there. Got it in there, got it down here, and let's tighten this strap. Look at that, I found the hole. So this tire has a hole in it, and it's right here. So I put, oh yeah, that is a max. I didn't realize. I thought that was the shorter Expedition. We might have a turning radius issue here. Just gonna have to see once I get the rest of this stuff loaded, but back wheels by the straps, front wheels by the frame, actually, not by the wheels. So hopefully we'll make height there. But yeah, that's a max right there. I thought it was the shorter one until I saw the back of it. It looked like the shorter one to me. We do have a shorter one in this load, so it's gonna be funny if I end up not making turn radius and I'm gonna have to drive it up more, but it should work either way. Here we are, we got the 3rd / 4th and 5th position loaded. This is gonna be going up like a V. This is gonna be coming down, and this is gonna be going up. So as of now, we got these 2 cars strapped on, lifted up from the top. We only gotta put 2 more cars at the bottom. So we're gonna put a F-150 over here and a Ford Explorer on the tail. Let's go grab them. So we're about to put this last car on the truck, and it feels exciting because we're gonna be done loading. And every time you're putting that last car on the truck or trailer, you're just like, let's get it. 8 hours of road ahead, and that's when your job gets easier. You just load it up like a champ. You got everything done, sweat it a little, and that's where you make the easy money. You gotta work a little to get a little. And we're on the trailer. Let's throw these straps on and hit that 8 hour of road. The only thing I'm worried about on this load is making clearance space for turning radius between this max Expedition and the trailer. So we're gonna be doing a V, so this part of the trailer is gonna be moving back, but I don't know how much further back it's gonna be moving. So this is what I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I hope it fits. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to do some more work. All right, I got the straps on. It's time to lower this, and it's the moment of truth. Let's see if we can make good turning radius between the top of the trailer and the Expedition. Also, we gotta watch for these 2 back ends. make sure that they don't hit each other, and watch so that we don't lower anything on top of another roof. We got a little bit more to go. All right, we're good here. Now we're gonna lower the front of the truck, and I squat down so I can see between the gaps, and then the back one. Beautiful, just what I expected. I've done this before. I knew that it was gonna work. So there we are. We got about almost 2 feet between that and that, maybe a little less, but we also got those cuts in the trailer so that when we turn, they won't reach for sure. So let's lock our pins in and measure our height. And we're done, guys. We got a total of 7 vehicles on the truck behind us. We measured our height. Everything worked out perfect. We are a little tall on the second position over there, Ford Expedition. I thought it was going to be the shorter one, but it turned out to be the max. So we are at 14 feet there, but the route that we haul down to Tennessee, we are good with 14.1. We actually had a driver who did it with 14.2. So first position, which is the Ford Explorer, we got 13.8 right there. Then the second position, which is the Expedition, that's 14 feet. Third position, we got the F-150, that is 13.8. And then the last position on top of the trailer is a whopping 13.4. So it turned out perfect. The V position always helps. So let's get in the truck. Let's take this load down to Tennessee. And then we still got one more day this week, which is tomorrow. We're gonna finish off strong tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and then we're gonna head home for the weekend. Ooh, that pearl blue, beauty. So we came here and this guy was here. He's still finishing loading up, but he's prepared for anything. Check that out. He's even brought a shovel just in case it snows. Leaves me wondering, what is the shovel for? So I'm taking a little detour. Instead of going straight to Nashville, Manheim, I'm gonna take a 20-minute detour and go through home. I'm going through home because I want to spend the night at home. I want to see my kids, I want to see my wife. So that's the cool thing about my route, my job, that I go through my hometown quite often, and I'm gonna be stopping by at home to spend the night. I'm gonna continue driving tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I should be home in like an hour and a half, and I should be home by 9:30 p.m. So guys, we are at the yard. I'm getting sick. Can you hear that in my throat? Yeah, this weather change. I felt a little temperature just now, but we're strong men. We're gonna get through this. So I got to the yard just now, got my bags ready, about to get in the truck and go home for the night. It's 10 p.m. I'm gonna try to leave at 6 a.m. from the yard again. All I gotta do tomorrow is make it to Nashville, which is a 3.5-hour drive, and then reload in Nashville and bring it home. So got plenty of logbook for that for tomorrow. So let's get home for the night. Let's spend some time with the wife and kids, and then head back out on the road tomorrow. Alright, just gotta turn the lights off and shut the truck off. Got here, there's our truck. I love to get home at the end of the week and hop in this beauty, just because it smells so good. But we're on our way home. We live 5 minutes, 7 minutes maybe away from this yard. And that's gonna be a wrap for the video, guys. Thank you so much if you made it to this part. I just wanted to tell all you guys thank you for all the support. If you do see me out in public, don't be afraid to say hi. And I won't try to be like I was with the other guy, where I was just didn't hear what he said and I just nodded and walked away, because that's not me. If you talk to me, I'll give you a handshake, I'll say hi. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with your other trucking buddies. Let's grow this community bigger. I know we got a lot of car haulers in my video views, so thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.